Hello, even. How's it going? How you doing? Sorry if that was a little loud. I just got some dinner, some nice spicy chicken wings, some caffeine. Hope everybody else is having a good day. I was gonna start this way earlier, but Path of Exile announced a bunch of stuff a couple of days ago, and it's been really fun looking into that again. What's up, J Hank? Where's my game? It's a different EXE. I looked into why my textures were garbo a lot of the time, and it turns out which version of DirectX you're using might have a big effect on it. So let's make sure everything is high. Yes, good, okay. No DLSS. No ray tracing, but everything else is high. So hey, if game runs smooth, and this looks pretty smooth. A little quiet on my end. It looks good in OBS though. How you doing, J Hank? I was enjoying some very drunk streams earlier today. Amia, Aranha, and Ophelia Midnight were having a great time. Amia had her birthday. Ophelia was just, well, being very real, actually. It was good stuff. Nice. I got both of those dudes. Anyway, I'm now here for some control. Game is still super stylish. I'm gonna... Oh, wow, what a whiff. I'm gonna hit that dude with another dude. Listen, there's an MF Doom Christmas album? How did I not know this? I fucking love MF Doom. That's my favorite rapper. Easy. Now's a good time for it, though. I just listened to... This is not rap at all, but Futakuchimana put out a math grindcore remix of All I Want for Christmas. And yeah, it's a joke, but it's great. Okay, it's not like an official MF Doom album. That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know where I'm going. Somewhere here in Blackrock. Oh god. I can maybe make that jump. But I bet you I'm gonna find something else that'll make that jump easier. Not too long from now. Whoa, shit. Oh, fuck. Let's... Oh, God. Let's look away from the wall. Now's the perfect time to start reading. MF Doom Christmas album. Interesting. What songs are remixed on that? We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Continuous rim this time to get the clean cut research wants. This Blackrock shit is tough. Going through blades like we're made of the damn things. The dimensions for these slabs of Blackrock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing me, these fire breaks better fucking work a treat. Go ahead and double the last order. Sad news. You know, the fire breaks probably work pretty well against some stuff. But the hiss walked right through. Give me that health. I didn't realize that fucking horror was down there. Can I ask why they made a cheap copy of Left 4 Dead? That's a nice burn. I don't know, they seem pretty silent. Given the setting, it probably just saw the idea and mimetically copied aspects of it without really knowing what made it tick. I wanted to make a Black Mesa joke for this, but like, Blackrock Mesa, too easy. It's not really a mesa. I don't know. I am now inside the test chamber. Except we don't really do testing right here. It's mostly just mining. For stuff that's, like, paranaturally resistant. I think I have to go make those jumps I was just talking about. Which sucks, because this thing's down here. What's up here? No, that's where I came from. Made by Cooking Soul. Don't know exactly what songs are remixed. Check it out at sea. Did a Biggie Smalls Christmas album that's great. Ooh, it does sound great. Man, a lot of Biggie Small stuff has been remixed into, like, really fucking good tracks. Either because they're actually great or because they're really, really funny. Right? But yeah, that'll be easy enough to look up. I imagine I can find it just by typing in MF Doom Christmas. Doom's the fucking greatest, man. I know, like... I need threshold remnants. Major targets in research. I guess I can get back here quick. Yeah, I just walked backwards? Okay. Okay. Let's go to research real quick. Dude, greatest supervillain. Easy. Like, legit best comic book supervillain. Also legit best rap supervillain. MF Doom's so good. Where am I going in research? Ritual division. Let's start off with some tough combat. There's so many great... Well, okay. There's like a lot of all over the place MF Doom stuff on YouTube, right? You've got Biggie Small 2-pack lo-fi. Is always great to hear. Yeah, I don't know if I've looked up any lo-fi remixes for that, but yeah, for sure. I'm running the game in DX11 to try and like reduce texture misloading, not loading. It seems a little choppy in comparison to DX12, but whatever. Oh, someone who's not one shot. There's a lot of like really all over the place stuff about MF Doom if you're looking up YouTube stuff, right? Like I love seeing reactions. I love it when that shit hits twice. But like opinions are all over the place. I never knew people like really talked trash on Doom. But I guess if you look for it, you're gonna find that for any band or artist. And then other people are just like, he's the fucking GOAT. And there's kind of very little in between, I feel. Right? Like, you'll see people talking shit about Doom bots, but that fits MF Doom. Of course he had people go impersonate him on stage. That's the character. And then... like, oh, he only has one type of flow. Yeah, but his rhyme scheme is, like, fucking out of this world entirely. His writing is nuts. Unparalleled. And you can find countless other rappers saying exactly that. Come here, Shieldy. Hello. You snuck up. There we go. But yeah, Metal Fingers Doom. Easily the best. With, like, no real contest. Just kind of showed up and destroyed people. Best Marvel villain are, like, the Spider-Man villains. When they're all done, because most comic villains are just too much like, we need a crossover to stop this guy. I mean, Spider-Man villains did that a lot too, though, right? Maybe not like a crossover. I guess Spider-Man villains did, like, lots of team-ups to try and cross him. And I don't know, I always felt like Spider-Man almost had...
Not what I expected.
Almost had the Batman problem. Of, like... Batman's got great villains that have really great origin stories or justifications, and, like, they're all modeled... A lot of them are modeled after, like, you know, psychological problems, which is a cool idea and led to some really great stuff. But he also had villains like the Clock King. And because he and Spider-Man are both, like, so big and popular, some authors would just kind of, like, throw shit at the wall to see what stuck. There's some really good Spider-Man villains out there. I always kind of felt like Spider-Man's villains are some of the weak points of Spider-Man stories. He's got some great ones, for sure. All Bureau personnel are reminded to kindly not smoke in the quarry. Even though the quarry area is technically an outdoor space, it's still a part of the Bureau, and therefore the no smoking rule does apply. Not only is it considerate towards a fellow employee to refrain from inflicting harm of secondhand smoke, it's also prudent to avoid any risks of gas fires, unforeseen threshold reactions, and possible creations of altered receptacles. Under no circumstances should cigarette butts be left in the quarry. Cigarette butts have become paranaturally empowered in the past. The distorted, the cool invisible enemies. Powerful concussive blasts. Can be invisible, but not do both at once. Unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power. How does this invisibility work? Does the distorted become pure resonance temporarily? Does the hiss resonance use hiss resonance to refract light? Physical deformation of this particular hiss entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly, the human host would have died from such extreme alteration, which prompts the question, are the corrupted simply animated corpses? Didn't read enough of, like, the X-Men to say who's best. I mean, the X-Men also have a huge litany of villains, for sure. But the X-Men is kind of unique in that it's, like, all large groups of people all the time, and then they have individual villains that are usually part of some bigger storyline or group. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason the MCU focused on Thanos, on building up to Thanos, right? He is clearly the best they ever did. Like, one of the biggest villains in Marvel, period. But, like, definitely the best and most iconic Avengers villain. Even though it took them, like, a long-ass time to build up to him, it's almost a little weird how quickly they built up to him. Of course, they couldn't do anything like Galactus. Because Fox trademark. Uh-oh, that one got caught on something. You're mine. Ooh, okay. You first. And now I need to run. Woo. Die, Nice. No more healing. Yes, I love being able to use the exploding corpses against the exploding corpses. Anybody left? Whoa, hi. How's it going? You, come here. I got a big boy for you. Oh shit. He had the exact same idea. Is that a fucking exploder right next to me? It felt like it. Come here. Out of my face. Whoa! Bitch! I need those. Eat your own brother. Alright. Explosives. Powered. Yeah, I always thought Galactus was kind of lame, and then like I read a little bit more, like more stories that used Galactus, and he's actually pretty cool. He gets used in some really cool ways. I was also never the biggest fan of Fantastic Four, but like and this is still probably like 10 or 15 years old at this point, the last stuff I read about them, mostly with their kids, like, had some really cool stories going on. Avengers had the same problem as the Justice League. Many of its villains are just villains of a specific member. Yeah, of like a specific organization. I fucking love Magneto. And like, a lot of the League of Mutants. Let me stop this beeping real quick. That's not the go button. During my weekly safety inspections of the quarry threshold, I discovered an entire crew in a state of redacted. The whole team was redacted, aligned, and staring in a uniform direction. The city in the distance. Despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained redacted for more than redacted minutes until I had to resort to literally probably beating the shit out of them or knocking them unconscious. Afterwards, they were dazed and could not provide any rationale for their behavior or any specific memories of engaging in it. My official recommendation for any crew working in a threshold area is to either shorten the length of their shifts or to carry out mandatory psychological evaluations on a weekly basis, preferably both. Maybe we should order another expedition to the city. I don't remember ever going to the city in the distance. All right, let's stop this beeping. Detonating. Damn. It was more concentrated than I thought. Hell yeah. Against popular opinion, you're not really bothered by Cloud Galactus? Yeah, me neither, exactly. Love the idea of a shapeless space creature that eats planets inside out, rather than like a purple giant guy. Yeah, I like the almost like energy being type of thing, right? Give me that shit.
And there it is, right where you led me. The HRAs, the prisms, they mean something to you.
That's a lot of
I
prism.
need to get this prism to Marshall before it's too late. HRAs, then Dylan.
I guess we are only here for a little bit. Oh no, now the anomalies are all over the place. I mean, a lot of comic stuff like that has to change with time. Galactus is like a cool idea, but gigantic dude in a purple suit doesn't really stand the test of time. Like, I think he didn't he originally eat planets with like a literal vacuum cleaner? Which of course made Unicron the much, much cooler Galactus. Damn, I still love that old Transformers cartoon movie. Alright. Back to Marshall. No more regular enemies. Just horror geometry. Which, hey, Great inclusion. Never mind, regular enemies are here too. Fucker. Are you losing health? Maybe not. You are! The crazy geometry, the angry geometry, eats the hiss. They're not on the same side. Of course, it also eats me. Where you at? Yeah, you're very slowly losing health. Let me help. Alright. Now that the path is kind of almost clear. Oh, climb faster than that, Jesse. Let's go to... Where is Marshall? Are you an executive? Oh, right. We said meet back at Central Executive instead of going back to Darling's lab. Wow, this loading screen did not freeze like this on DX12. But textures kept fucking up on DX12. Choices. I feel like the loading times are taking longer too. Honestly, as long as textures don't go super muddy, worth it. Okay. Marshall, where are you at? Hey, we have set up. Nice.
She wants us to crack Darling's personal logs? He'll crucify us if he finds out. Who does she think she is, authorizing that kind of data breach?
I
She
mean,
must think he's hiding something, and I agree.
right now, I think it's fine.
Our proof Darling knew more than he let on.
Right? He knew something. You're not safe because of him, but he didn't tell anyone anything. So, like, we owe him one, but also, fucking sus.
It's ridiculous. Pope's grasping at straws.
Why? If this is a frequency,
You know, I haven't talked to Pope in a minute.
molecules in order to alter human physiology. It would explain the hair loss.
Think about it. The precision that would require...
They are all bald, aren't they? Pope? Pope, you got something new to say?
This corrupted organism vary so wildly. What's the connection?
What you been up to? We'll talk to Marshall in just a
Hi,
second.
Jesse.
Do I have new questions? Damn, I don't have new questions.
See you soon. Be careful out there.
Maybe after talking to Marshall. Camera? There we go.
Bye for now.
All right, Marshall. I got your prism.
Analyze something as complex as the hiss? Pope's delusional.
Man, let Pope cook.
Had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty. Here.
There's a lot more down there, too.
We will start HRA production immediately.
Good idea.
I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
Yep, what you got?
This is it. She knows. 17 years I've waited.
Your brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate 6, codenamed P6. We brought him here after the ordinary event.
You're gonna make him
He
director,
was rumored
maybe.
to be the future director.
Yeah.
He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did. We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now? So
Yeah.
you kidnapped him.
If I recall correctly, it's a little bit different.
Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary. Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away? Where is Dylan?
I'm sorry,
He's
Jesse,
kept
we
in the
can't
containment
respond.
sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother. I thought we were the same. What if we are? I'm going. Now.
I expected as much.
And you're gonna allow it. I mean,
Something I cannot
we
let
outrank
us
her,
find.
so she can't say no.
It
But
shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous. Do not let him out, Director Faden.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them. Nothing simple here.
you can say that
People
again.
took my brother, but they've accepted me without question.
It's kind of their way, though. It's really
My
weird.
Enemies or my friends?
Well, they're definitely not enemies, unless we make them enemies.
I need to see Dylan. I need to know.
Containment looks cool.
I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay?
It's really nutty how she has, like, this other dimensional presence in her head, but she can't actually communicate with it. Well, that's an invitation. Why question someone you know won't last a week in the facility? Fair enough, really. They're definitely still testing me, but they, like, the house made me director. They don't have a say.
Research is overrun with a small team currently holding the HRA lab. Containment is, well, it's gone dark. No one's heard anything from them since the attack.
Good thing I'm going to containment then.
Let's hope. Collins, any word on survivors?
We've located numerous safe rooms with survivors inside. We're waiting on HRAs before we open them. Once we
Good
can safely
move.
bring them out, the survivors will be escorted here straight away.
Wonderful.
Don't get too attached, you might clean up its remains from the roof. Yeah, I mean, who knows when I just, like, turn a door and Akira is happening.
Welcome back.
Turn a corner, go through a door. And people are decorating a hallway. Let's see, I think I've been everywhere except containment now. Do I have more points? I could really use some upgrades. But I didn't see any pop up. I could really use a lot of upgrade points, actually. But I don't think I'm even halfway through yet, so we got time. Man, that fractal loading looks so much better when it's not lagging. Hello again, Trench. Mm-hmm.
Maximum security prison.
That's kind of what it looked like.
Dangerous.
Let's get that full message, shall we? Oh, we got more from the board, too. They have cooler messages.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable, something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth.
My gun is not so
They're all
mundane,
powerful.
though everything else is.
They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them.
But that's
to
what we're here to
discover what
do.
makes them tick. If this place were ever breached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
I love his voice actor so much. Bored, what do you got? Uh-huh. Just a little bit of tutorial. I.e., we're not going to have the rest of the staff talk about mods. So may as well just have them not know about them. "665. The neighbor of the beast." I love an otherworldly message that ends in "ignore this message." It's a cool photo. It's Trench. It's not Darling. Maybe that's the head of Containment? Or Northmore? Probably the head of Containment. Bitch, I see you. You're not being crafty. You. Damn. Woo! Who shot that? Show yourself, coward. Where are you? You're so dangly. Ow! Oh, are you the last one? Well, all right. Stand there for a minute before you expire. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. First, OOPs grant para-utilitarian abilities. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the board's affiliation with objects of power. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the board's... That redacted bit looks way too big for the board. Evaluates who can or cannot enter. What's up, Reforged? How you doing? Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally redacted than altered items. Concentrated? Resonant, maybe? Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it's no wonder that they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have redacted altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. A dozen? Maybe? The redacted portion doesn't always seem to fit, like... What the hell was that? Was that my guy expiring? Yeah, he's dead. Mods full. It's true. I haven't looked at my mods in a minute. What are you? Damage against armor? That's okay. Let's just get rid of all the tier 1 mods. Headshot damage plus a ton. Damn. Wow, that's a lot of extra damage. Try that. And Pierce, you're like good, but fucking Shatter remains the best. Long range, up close, and then launch for literally everything else. How you doing? You're working and you're at Gale? Well, you have burnt through Dark Souls 3. I remember that game being fairly large. But it is also fairly linear. Like, I didn't poke around DS3 as much as I did 1. That's for sure. Do I have any other energy recovery? No. That's all right. That's kind of good. Gale's pretty cool. God, that means you've made it through... Is Gale after the Ringed City? Or is that separate? Gale's like the fucking end of... Man, you've got such a weird journey going on, going through it backwards. Because... So, I love Dark Souls 3. It's great. Mechanically... how it's built, all of it. But, like, the DS1 world is easily my favorite, and it's also my favorite lore-wise. And it kind of leads Final Ring City. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It's just been a minute. Like, the lore of DS2 is, like, a little weird, but at least it kind of tries to do its own main thing. The lore of Dark Souls 3, and you're kind of being spared this, having not played Dark Souls 1 and 2. The lore of Dark Souls 3 is largely like, hey, you remember that really cool thing from Dark Souls 1? Here it is again. This is what happened to them afterwards. These are people who followed it afterwards. Like the what are they called? The boss that's just a bunch of knights fighting themselves in the middle of the forests. We were talking about it last time. Why am I so bad with names? They're all just like, their entire lore is like, these dudes think Arctorius was the coolest shit ever, and they're right. But I don't know. I think part of it is like, they kind of, I feel, they kind of wrote Dark Souls to be like a one-off thing, and then they kept expanding upon it because it was such a gigantic hit, and FromSoft had never really like had huge serial hits outside of like, well, Armored Core kind of has some continuity. But when you get to Gale, like, that whole area, as short as it is, does such a fucking good job of showing you, like, what happens at the very, very end of, like, that whole process and cycle just repeating forever and forever and forever. Like, of course, the entire fucking world, all of them having collided together, just, like, slowly, continually reduced. They've all been turned to ash, covered in ash.
This week, any documents that suddenly appear pink,
It's so good. It's so good.
shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to
That's
do so
weird.
will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
This color is banned. Yeah, you're going back and killing the bosses that you haven't gotten to yet? Gale and Nameless are going to be your biggest challenges. Nameless King is so fucking cool. He's also, like, Gale is his own thing. Slave Knight Gale is his own thing, and I think written and shown off really well. Done very, very well. He's a pretty cool guy. Nameless King is another thing that's just like 100% directly. Oh damn! I don't have a control point down here yet. Not one. Okay, we'll get to this bonus objective here in a moment. Nameless King is another thing that's like 100% directly, no doubt about it. You remember that cool, like, side thing from Dark Souls 1? That you never really got any answers for, but, like, everybody was wondering about it? Here he is! And he's dope. And then this king fucking rules. God, what a good fight. Uh-oh. Anybody else? It's hard to see through all this hiss. Nameless King's so fucking cool. Yeah, okay, so you've read up on it. Or maybe they talk about it in-game. Yeah. Gwyn's missing kid. Which is only referenced, I want to say, in, like, 2 item descriptions. And then, like, some missing or destroyed statues in DS1. It's so cool. Because you see a destroyed statue and you're like, what is that? Is that like a Sunbro? Is that like the original Sunbro? Would it, if we could put it back together, would it look kind of like Solaire? And then people did put it back together and you're like, no, it doesn't. Who is that? And then, oh, there's this missing statue next to Gwyn and Guinevere. Why is he gone? And then there's like a couple of item descriptions that are like, long ago, some super awesome dude who was probably offspring of Gwyn and fought with them way back when. With, like, Gwyn and Havel and all the knights. What's up, Gregorius? How you doing? Oh, wait, I just got a note. I should go back. That dude finally disobeyed Gwyn. And Gwyn was real pissed, so we erased all history of him. And that's why there's no statues. Except for that broken one. When you beat Aldrich, you were confused on the missing statue? That's fair. Did you think it was, Gwendolyn? Or was it just very vague and not, not addressed? Because those are all super valid. I'm going to wait. More launch, or health, or energy. Because launch is the best. Oh, but if I spend 2 now, I unlock an additional personal mod slot. It's kind of worth it. But what if I get this one real soon? And I can just spend it here. Let's maybe do that. Upgrade Shatter, upgrade Pierce. Probably upgrade Shatter. I can build some good stuff, but it's random, and I don't want to build any yet, because that's why I upgrade other shit. Okay, anyway. Maintenance. Where we're going. How far is this in the story? You kind of forgot? I'd say I'm 30, maybe 40. I also forget. I may be approaching halfway. Control is not a very long game. I'm about to go see my brother for the first time. But yeah, Reforged Aldrich. I thought Aldrich was a cool fight. That's also another thing that, like, super fits into an expansion of DS1. Like, DS3 does some really good shit. I don't want to try and dog it. Aldrich is super cool. Him having eaten Gwendolyn is a really cool aspect. And, like, Nameless King is such a fucking good fight. Gale is a great fight. I really like the Soul of Cinder fight, but you clearly walked all over him. What build are you doing, by the way? You mentioned you were going to do Strength next last time. Where the hiss nodes at? Oh, shit. Way up there. I don't think I've even been up there yet, have I? Have I been way up there? Let's try going to one of these other nodes. Is this up top? Yeah. This is up top. You remember this? Well, I've been through this area a couple of times. Hell yeah, that was 3 in 1. Oh god, shadows. Oh god, shadows. Graphics, what are you doing? Oh god, shadows, what are you doing? That's not supposed to happen. You're definitely doing multiple playthroughs of the Dark Souls series. Dude, it's super worth it. Set everything to low. There we go. Damn, that looks great on low. That's fucking low graphics? Damn, game. You look sharp. I don't think I've ever had a game bug out like that. No motion blur. Oh, that is a lot of extra detail for sure. Okay. Oh, there's several more nodes. How do I get down there? Well, one easy way to go down. You almost fell off, Jesse. Not a fan. Surely the hiss. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's our main antagonist the whole way through. I think. I never played the DLC, and I do have it now. So, we'll see. I mean, there's the hiss and the mold, but the mold is not really antagonistic so much as just, like, in the way, right? Oh, you're not a threat. You can stay up there. Hi. Nice. Oh, shit. There's another one. But I completed the objective. That's weird. Definitely still got enemies nearby music going on. Is there fucking stairs up this thing from the bottom the whole time? No way. Yeah, the Dark Souls series is entirely worth playing through, like, multiple times each. I just finished my 3rd run of Elden Ring a little while back, and I think I've played every Dark Souls game at least that many. Well, okay, well, I've only played DS2 twice. But I've played DS1 and DS3, like, a lot more than that. And they're super worth it. Having played through that game once, you're going to have a blast playing a strength playthrough. Like, I really like doing dodge-heavy dex playthroughs, because you could just really pump stamina. Oh, I thought this dude with the shield... There you are. Like, when you really, really pump stamina in those games, you can get a lot of damage in, you know? Especially when you, like, know boss patterns and can dodge everything. Can I get up here? Nice. Didn't even have to throw it. Where do you guys come from? How did I not encounter you while down there? I'm hearing there's more. Yeah, okay. Okay. I can't fly yet. No. I think I'm getting that soon. Like, I just walked into containment, and then this little submission popped up. And you kind of want to do the submissions, because they give you a lot of good upgrade materials. Real easy. You guys are just, like, infinitely spawning. Pick a ring. I'm gonna go down. We're going back to containment. I want to see... Yeah, because if I could fly, I would just hover down from here. For sure. Okay, yeah, there's not a stairwell down. But you can go like this. Oh no, now I've triggered a second combat sequence. I love hitting dudes with other dudes. Oh god. Hell yeah. Did I miss something? No, I had a... You get, like, little sub-bonuses or sub-objectives to go kill, like, a batch of enemies that's intruding in an area. And I had one of those pop up as soon as I... Like, right after I got here in containment. So now I'm going to go see my brother for the first time. Loading. Fractal image frozen. It's so weird. This game still has graphical issues, even though it looks fantastic. But yeah, I think I'm on my way to pick up flying. Or like hovering. Which really like puts that final touch on how cool this game is. Right? I just looked around over... Can I look behind this? Can we go back this way? No, I don't think so. Yeah, when you get hovering, it's fantastic. What's up, Tiberian? How you doing? I said yesterday I was going to start early, and that didn't happen. And that's because there are a couple of really fantastic drunk streams going on. And so I was watching those, and then I needed to get something to eat. Eating a cheeseburger with a knife and fork right now? because you don't want to wash your hands. That's, you know what? That's almost literally what I did. I went to go get some habanero chicken wings from Wingstop, and I didn't want to like continually lick and clean my fingers, so I ate chicken wings with a fork, which kind of feels bad and childish, but whatever. It's a lot less messy. The waist mannequin. The item was last owned by Madame Redacted, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she relocated to Redacted, Maine for reasons unknown. With her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Local reports that she rarely left her home in the short years she spent in Redacted. After her death, caused by Redacted, the state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling outside. Some witnesses report bright lights. Some report high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized for various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans for national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the Bureau. Can I telepathic? Sort of. Yeah. You eat breadsticks with a fork sometimes? I guess they can be pretty, like, garlicky. Little stuff like that, though, J-Hank, is easier to just use your hands. It's more like, bigger, complex, physical, manipulative breaking tasks. Gotta whip out the good old magic for. Ooh, is that a really, really high tier? Nice. Nice. What's that spread like? That's not the right gun. That's pretty close together. Let's see here. I mean, short range. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. That went to this middle one. Of course, more projectiles. It's pretty nice. Blackrock, Resonance. We saw all these. Listen to them already. If that's the only thing you're eating with your hands at a meal, you don't want to bother to wash them before or after. Yeah, that's fair. I'm usually content to, like, lick my fingers clean and then just kind of wipe that shit on my pants. But it depends on what pants, right? But if you're at work or don't have any napkins nearby, yeah, I totally get it. I could create a portal from the burger to my stomach, but then I'd have to make it so, like, my stomach parts don't start leaking out, because that could be bad. And, like, chewing your food and coating it in saliva, as gross as it sounds, helps a lot in digestion, you know? I could do that. What I do more often is create a tiny, tiny, tiny portal in the middle of, like, some spices on top of food whenever I'm cooking it. And that way I can just, like, move that around and drizzle, like, a little bit of salt or a little bit of pepper. And not the Gucci pants. Man, I wish I had Gucci pants. Wish I had the clothes to dress like Venom from Guilty Gear. Just be in Dolce & Gabbana all day long. What did I just pick up? The smoking pram. Containment cell must be properly ventilated. Inhalation of the item smoke causes redacted. Item is a baby carriage with a black shade and steel wire wheels. Left front wheel is slightly bent, causing a distinct wobble when pushed. Item produces smoke incessantly. Smoke density varies. Smoke is generated without apparent fire or ignition source. An incident in Paris in 1979 brought the pram to the attention of the Bureau. Smoke filled an antique store where the pram was being sold, killing the shop's owner. Update. Detailed records on the events leading to the item's discovery were destroyed in an incident in the Panopticon. Interviews with living witnesses were reperformed at the order of the Archives of Records Chief. Hello? Hello?
Someone needs help over there. I'm here.
How you doing? Keep that HRA on.
A little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
I wish I could dress up like Venom, but ended up dressing like Venom.
That's
kind of fair.
We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks.
Less jeans, less denim
The Bureau sealed it up
on my Venom.
because of all the clocks. We followed the
Just as
altered
many
item
hoodies,
inside,
though.
But the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please.
Aw, shit.
You gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine. Really. Roop can patch me up later.
Fine. But
You-
I'll be back for you.
You look kind of messed
I
up,
hope
mate.
so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry. The threshold.
The clocks, huh? A matter of time. Yeah, let's do that first. I like the motel cord. It sends me good places. Did Venom come out in 2018? I feel like it was only a couple years ago. Shit. Too early for 18 whole inches of Venom, or 13, whatever it was. Yeah, we've got to do this whole song and dance again. A clock, huh? 9 inches? They should really push that. Do I have to make them all match? Am I supposed to stop this? Oh, wow. Wow. Shit, okay. I feel this is what room number 1 should be. Like 438. Wait, it's not changing anymore. There we go. Venom 2. Oh, yeah. That's bound to be it. Oh, well, there we go. I just had to press use again. And it snapped. Nice. $7:30. Gotta get it close, huh? Just before No Way Home. Oh, No Way Home was pretty good. I never saw Venom 2. I had, like, the first one I thought was fun. I enjoyed it. It's not great, but I enjoyed it. 11:10. And then the second one was more like... was Woody Harrelson as Carnage, right? I never saw it. I didn't hear good things. It was strange how they did Carnage. I don't remember anyone saying it was strange. I just remember people saying it was not good. But that was like my very limited group of friends, of which a couple saw it, and then I didn't see anybody talking about it online. So I just forgot about it. But I guess that does line up. That's probably why I feel like Venom came out in 2021 when it actually came out in 2018. The one I remember came out in 2018.
This Wells guy can't be far.
Where the fuck am I now? Whoa. Sealed threshold corridor. Over in containment. Way the fuck away from everywhere I've been. I went from the complete left side of the map to the complete right side of the map. Whoops! It's fine. Wow, just like completely emptied out office building areas. I heard that. I hear you.
Those must be the clocks he was talking about.
I see. I had totally forgot. They sealed off this area because clocks kept replicating over here. You thought it was neat but wouldn't watch it again? That's a fair, like, worth watching it once endorsement, right? God, launch is just too good and strong. Why are you birding? Oh shit, is this a invisible one? No, I think we're clear. There's a Venom 3 in the works. I'm not so surprised, right? I haven't looked into it. I saw some recent Red Letter Media videos in which they talked about, like, Marvel numbers doing real bad recently, which is not surprising. Oh, Morbius appears in it? Yeah, everybody wants more. It's weird. Nobody liked the Morbius movie, but everybody wants him to come back, which is mostly, or probably entirely, just memes, right? But, like, fuck it. If you have fun with that character and lean into the memes and probably don't have him be the main character, then, like, clearance level 9? I didn't realize that existed. Okay, that's why me spiking up to 5 real quick is not that big a deal, actually. Yeah, if you just wanted to, like, have fun with that character, that'd be fine, right? Hello, Wells. Right, Wells?
Are you Wells? Your friend asked me to come looking for you.
The dude you're treating looks a lot like your friend.
Glad he got out. I stayed back to help the others. Did a shit job of it, clearly.
I mean, probably did what you had to do.
Enough.
All you could, really.
Horowitz needs your help now. How do we get out of here?
Yeah, I mean, they have been putting out nothing anyone really was interested in seeing.
We better hurry.
And it is a little unfortunate Morbius is a meme. He could be a fun, interesting character. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. Oh, you have level 9 clearance, but I don't. I'm the fucking director, mate. Give me your clearance card. Like, I have the power to do that, right? Do I not have that authority?
What's with the clocks?
Threshold effect. This used to be a regular office wing before the threshold manifested. The forces at play there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating it. Now the office is abandoned and its clock's all the way down.
Just self-replicating clocks. No, I have not seen the Marvels. And I have no intention of seeing it. The Marvels were never, like, a thing I was interested in to begin with. You know? The only thing I know about the Marvels is that Kumail Nanjiani got real hot for that movie. And that's about it. Darling forcing his two assistants to be in a vid again. Dude on the left really likes working with the lady. She does not really care to be around him, ignoring all of his advances. We have receipts backing this up. Yeah, I heard Quantumania was disliked by just about everybody. I think they like ran that shit into the ground and finished it with previous Ant-Man stuff, right? See you later, Tiberian. As always, thanks for dropping by. Darling just being a dork. Let's go with... What are you doing? Why would you rush forward like that? Oh, you can do, like, actual damage. That's nice. That's good. Anybody left over? Where? What are you shooting at? There we go. I can't... Okay. That is indeed a lot of clocks.
Let me see.
Big maybe. Take a look around. Doesn't really look like much. Oh.
So, you came down here for an altered item?
The anchor, yeah. Langston said it'd be a simple item retrieval. But the power of that thing has. I've never seen anything like it.
What's it do? Every single item could be something different, you know? Postbox supplement. What released in DC this year? Yeah, I heard Shazam 2 and Blue Beetle came out. Again, this is all from, like, Red Letter Media's first half of their this year in review or whatever. I think I had heard about Blue Beetle coming out, but I didn't realize it was out. And that, like, could be fun, but it's probably not going to be. I really liked that first Shazam movie. If they just kind of do that again, that could be alright. If they try and get more serious with it, though, I don't know about that. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona, after the communications department intercepted multiple phone calls to local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. 4 of the 5 dispatched agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. Additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried with ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the positioning of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of the paralyzed civilians, animals, and bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and re-informing the public away from the site. The item was soon placed on a transport vehicle manned by unaffected agents. Air travel has been deemed too dangerous given the item's effects. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. He just drove around and, like, paralyzed people on the roadside. Yeah, I enjoyed Shazam 1. It was fun, right?
That's O'Neill. Shit.
It wasn't anything amazing. No one else got out. But it was fun. Like, they had fun with it, and that's what you should do with a character like Shazam. Bye-bye. You know what, you get a sequel? Black Adam? Isn't Black Adam the Shazam villain? I don't know why it looked like they tried to be so bad it's good. Whoa. Oh, there's another one of you. Yo, you can't just dodge everything I throw at you. I mean, you can, but please don't. Oh, I can control one of them. That'd be nasty. Come here. Come here, you know you wanna. Yeah, I thought The Rock was scheduled to play him to begin with. Isn't Black Adam the Shazam villain? Ow. Who am I thinking of? Oh, eat that. Where'd you go, Wells? Shit. You are undoubtedly firing at Wells. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But I forgot. I never read much Shazam. Really, the only DC... I think we've talked about this. The only DC I've read was, like, various Batman one-offs that, like, basically anybody who's interested in comics have read. One of my buddies was really into... what's he called? Impulse. The, like... not nephew, but, you know, young the Flash, who's not a Flash, but still a speedster. And like, that's about it. Well, and like stuff not in the main DC universe. Oh, he's more of an anti-hero? Doing things my way only, explosions type of guy. Okay, that's more interesting than just like a straight up Gur evil magical Superman villain. But yeah, the only other DC stuff I've read is mostly just Batman, and then like some stuff that's like parallel to the Flash, but not the Flash. And then like Transmetropolitan, Sandman, some stuff like that that doesn't really count as main DC stuff, you know? Transmet and Sandman are super good, though. They're just not normal superhero DC comics. Arctic Queen, the refrigerator supplement. Can you tell us why you left your building that day. Oh, I was running out to get eggs. There was that corner store on 30th. That's why I left Michael there on his own. No, I wouldn't be gone long. He was drawing at the table when I left. Had his crayons out. Happy. The building came down when I was a block away. I ran back and started digging. City workers found Mikey later beside the fridge. The drawings hadn't come off. Tons of bricks fall on it and those drawings are still there. How does that happen? You kept the refrigerator after the accident. Why? It still had his drawings. God must have kept him safe for a reason, right? I'd get home from work and stare at them all night. I was in a really bad way back then. Why did you sell the fridge with your son's drawings still on it? They'd gotten stuck to it or something. Thought about cutting them off those magnets, but maybe it was better I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. What's my fridge got to do with the building collapse anyhow? Big old object of power took out her entire building. Which way are we going, Wells? I've been over there. That's a lot of clocks. They broke through the Black Rock barriers. Granted, it looks like Black Rock just fitted into some iron beams and foam, but still. The only superhero you really don't care for is Green Lantern. Don't know what kind of stories you could have. Yeah.
I took Horowitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
Yeah, Green Lantern always seemed like a character that could have really cool, crazy potential. But because it's kind of limitless, it's also like a little boring. Like there's a lot of really cool visual stuff someone could do with Green Lantern. But that's kind of it, I guess. I don't know. I never read any Green Lantern either. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? You know that airplane we brought in? Like, the actual proper airplane? Guess what they made catalog every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected altered status. I had to count every bolt, nut, and piece of non-connected material. And that's just on the exterior of the damn thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do. I do. That sounds like a shit job. We don't know. Like, we know something weird is going on with this plane. There's clearly something altered about it. But we don't know what. So take it apart literally piece by piece. No thanks. Perform rituals on every little bit.
Let's keep going straight.
Hi! Oh man, that looks so good. I love throwing fire extinguishers at people at high velocity. It's incredibly satisfying. Like, never stops being satisfying. Okay, that one was not as satisfying as the last one. It didn't pop. But still pretty good. This game looks so good. That's a fantastic little fog effect. And then all the crazy, like, otherworldly shit going on. Hi! Stop it. Wells? Where the fuck are you? Oh, he's going. Right, because you have the clearance. Thanks for that.
Come on. The motel court is on the other side of logistics. Horowitz should still be there.
Gotta be really cool having the powers of the gravity gun. Dude, it rules. That's why I pumped all of my points into effectively gravity gun. And then after that comes energy. And then after that comes health. You over... Where's Horowitz? He's up this way, I think, right? No? But yeah, it absolutely rules. It's the best. Is he over here? Yeah. Wells? He's right up here. You still don't get what's stopping Valve from releasing Half-Life 3? I mean... Nothing's stopping them stopping... They're the only ones stopping them. Right? They need to, like, come up with an idea.
Let's go.
Right. I was just there. Which way are you going? Oh yeah, okay, that works.
Hold on. Something's wrong with him.
Oh, I was just here. He fucking changed.
Horowitz. Oh god, no.
That does suck. They got him through his HRA. Oh shit. Don't point that thing at Wells. Point it at me. I've got way more health, probably. He might actually be invincible. I don't know. Yo, Wells. Get away. Oh my god, my aim. Sorry, Wells. Had to be done.
I should talk to Wells. Make sure he's okay.
He is not okay, but he's a medic. So out of all the people that might be able to take it.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks.
We should have got him into the
Thanks for
shelter.
coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it.
About to say, looks like I'm going back.
Executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
It's true, they could.
I'll go see what good I can do there.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you that Valve is working on, like, concepts for Half-Life 3. They just don't have anything they're satisfied with yet, right? Way more launch damage? I could use more health. But also energy. All the milestone rewards. Which means... Nice. Like we were talking about last time, they kind of view Half-Life And this is definitely, like, their own imposing this on themselves, but they kind of view Half-Life as revolutionary. I think the success of the first one and almost similar success of the second one kind of just did that to them. You know? They can't build anything yet that'll completely change shit. And I don't even know what they would do. 4-dimensional first-person shooter? It'd be really cool, but, like, that's more of a gimmick than, like, a revolutionarily well-told narrative FPS. Or, like, physics just taken to the extreme in a way no other game has before. Thanks to that game, people started using Steam. We were using Steam before Half-Life 2. Not as much. It definitely cemented it. And granted, I think mostly what I was using Steam for before Half-Life 2 was just a crazy extensive amount of Half-Life 1 mods. They should just end it, not do the Shenmue 3 route. I mean, I kind of agree with you. Like we were talking about last time, it would be great to get an ending to that story. And I thoroughly agree. Like, I think they view it as stuff that has to be revolutionary. But, like, they could do that with just a game with any name, right? If they wanted to do stuff that, like, completely revolutionized, or not even revolutionized, but brought in, like, a little something revolutionary. It wouldn't have to be with a game called Half-Life. They could just decide to finish the story in a really cool way. Shenmue 3 is just like a filler arc instead of a full game. I mean, that's what I kind of view Half-Life Alyx as. You know? Like, yeah, that's a cool, good VR game. Ow, I fucking saw that coming. That's a cool, good VR game, but it didn't, like, introduce brand new stuff to gaming the way that Half-Life 1 and 2 did. Bad guy music has not gone away. Where are they? Man, these two dudes are holding up. Aha. Who needs bullets when I have a bar stool? Where did it go? Where'd the node go? It's so fast. Alyx progresses the plot a little. I mean, that's good. It should. I still haven't played it because I don't have any VR setup stuff. I could just watch someone play it, right? I should do that. Is that another warning for a bonus mission while I'm in the middle of doing a bonus mission? Damn. Man down. That's what you did? Yeah, that's definitely what I should do. Because I do not have VR gear. I have a couple of buddies who do. I'm sure they've got it. I mean, yeah, I've heard it's really good. And, like, good, it should progress the story a little bit. But, like, I kind of agree that at this point, they should just wrap that story up. And then, if they want to do something big and revolutionary, just make a new IP with it. And do something revolutionary, like, later and next. People do really want, like, a finalization to Half-Life. Shenmue 3 didn't even do that. It taught a technique that gets useless in the next half of the game and did not progress the main plot of this in a single bit. Yeah, I certainly didn't play it. I played Shenmue 1 way back in the day, and I don't understand why people really wanted a lot more Shenmue. Especially when we have Yakuza. Then again, I think the only thing I remember from Shenmue really is, hey, do you know where I can find some sailors? I'm looking for some sailors. Shenmue was kind of revolutionary for its time, like when the first one came out. There was nothing like it. But we have GTA and Yakuza. And like that kind of... It's definitely not the same. Like Shenmue... What are the games would you describe that are like super close to Shenmue as like evolutions of it, right? Like Heavy Rain. It's definitely not exactly the same, but it is a boatload of QTEs. Well, yeah, that's fair. People want more of it because it's not done. It's very different from...
This is the safe room Well showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
Oh, that's a huge safe. Most of these are not this big. It's a little different than people being like, give me more Metroid. Because, like, Super Metroid was so fucking good. Of course we want more. And then, like, a lot of Metroid's still pretty good after that. But, yeah. Shenmue walks so Yakuza could run? Yeah. Exactly. And man, does Yakuza run. I have Like a Dragon. And haven't played through all of it. I really should play through all of it. Especially with Infinite Wealth coming out. Man, fucking February next year. I think we're getting the next FF7 remake part. And Infinite Wealth. And like a couple of other things. There's a bunch of little indie games that I saw recently that look really good. And I think a bunch of them are coming out Q1 or Q2. Yeah, GTA is always doing its own thing. I guess like GTA 1 and 2, back before they were like 3D third person, were like wildly different games and not inspired by Shenmue at all. But you can kind of, sort of see that Shenmue DNA in like 3 and everything afterwards. It's still very much its own thing, and like even more farther away from Shenmue than Yakuza is. Threshold 9D. Sealed threshold account. Threshold with effect redacted manifested in the containment sector in the middle of the redacted department. Why is the whole department redacted? Simultaneously, numerous redacted appeared in the area, injuring and killing many redacted. After rescue operations were completed and redacted, rangers were sent in to discover the threshold's epicenter. The sheer amount of redacted made the expedition impossible. Probably resonance? The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the threshold introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of the clocks as redacted when introduced to more stable redacted. Refer to full report I'm never going to see.
Great. More clocks.
Sounds like they're all ticking, too. Yakuza is literally made by Sega, so you can see the similitudes more. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know, like, the history of it. Oh, shit, I can't. I must float. But I know can float. Well. We'll be back here later. Can I leave? Okay, good. Yeah, this one's closer. Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine people who worked on Shenmue directly contributed to, like, the first several Yakuza games, if they're not still part of that team. Right. But I'm not sure. I'd bet, though. I think similitude, similarities definitely fits there, but that I want to say that's a word though. Maybe not. English is dumb, so I'm not sure. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Into security and the Panopticon, where I haven't gone yet. Dang, those are all actually different names. It's hard to read a lot of them. You're kind of dumb. Words get mixed up in between languages. Don't worry about it. English itself is kind of dumb. Maybe that's why I'm mixing it up too, though. That's more similar to a different language. Let me out, let me out, let me out! Whoa. Jesse over here just like shoulder checking concrete off of I-beams. But yeah, English dumb. Don't worry about it. I could not even tell. Is English your first language? Because if not, I could not tell. Like it's, you've probably talked about with Tiberian before, because Tiberian's big on language. We've talked about stuff like this a couple of times, but like English is, you know, based off of a bunch of different stuff, but in the end, not incredibly similar to any of them. Damn, I've only got 5. Okay. And it just kind of like makes its own rules and breaks its own rules, and everybody from different places speaks it differently. Is that a spin mod? Like a really big one? That's a lot of fire rate. Let's try that out. Let's just get rid of tier 2 mods that I'm not using. I don't feel like comboing. That's pretty good. Oh, but I've got a better one equipped. Okay. Your main language is based Spanish. Spanish is really fucking cool. I like it, at least. I was a little too close to that. And I mean, just like I was talking about with English, Spanish has a ton of variety, too. Spanish, Portuguese. Whether you're from Mexico or Spain. Hello, Molded. It's about to get Resident Evil 6 and 7 up in here. 7, rather. Yee! Get away. Oh, I hate that. Nice. 3 in 1. Damn, that is fast. I can possess them, too. Fantastic. Ow! What even shot at me? You? Oh, you're shooting like little spore bullets at me? I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, I know. They're entirely different. Like, similar ancestry. You also have, like, what is they called? I don't think it's homonyms or synonyms, but words that are said the same but mean something entirely different, because they are entirely different languages. Oh god, I don't like that light. Like, it's not even, like, German and Schwäbisch, with Schwäbisch just being, like, really, really old German. Then again, if you were to ask an American, what's the difference between the two? 50-50 chance. It's just different Spanish. Or at least, you know, where I'm from. And I mean, I say English dumb, but like, it's honestly kind of cool and kind of, how to say, not symptomatic or emblematic, but like, it's a thing in all languages that they constantly evolve and change. I have an aunt who's really, really, I guess prudish is maybe not the right word, but like a big stickler for saying there's like one proper form of English, and if you're speaking it differently, like how those street people, her words, not mine, speak it, then you're speaking it wrong. And like, man, languages just evolve and change over time. It's obvious. Wolf Globe. No unique procedures required, however contact should be limited as some report feeling disoriented after touching it. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand painted, spins freely on all axes. Axes. Shouldn't that be axes? I thought... Is that how you spell axes? I thought it was... Maybe it is, actually. Anyway. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous redacted and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it, named Ten Relio. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subject dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in redacted handlers. But, like, clearly more than single digits. What else did I miss? Mold autopsy. The deceased was a redacted-year-old redacted with no significant past medical history. The subject was brought in after being discovered an active threshold in an earlier state of decay that is characteristically fungal based in its appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled by the fungus known as the mold, to an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. The procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased's high body temperature and undulating torso muscles, presumably, but not provably, caused by trapped gases. Routine samples, as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill, were successfully extracted. However, their rapid retrogression outside of the host body needs to be noted. Cause of death, mold ingestion. Do not eat the mold. I think there are multiple signs hung up around the bureau, especially in executive and like earlier parts of the game, that are very comically warning, do not eat the mold. Languages are evolving. You don't recommend applying those changes to Spanish 1 and 12 you like try to say Latinx and see what that takes you. Yeah. That's like, I don't talk about politics too much. I'm definitely a like progressive leftist type of person, but that stuff is hilarious because it leads to like kind of generic white people making themselves look like asses, or generic like liberal people making themselves look like just complete dummies because they don't understand how another language works, and because they've come up with one trend in our own society and culture are trying to like apply it to another one, which is not a great look. Like, you shouldn't gender that language, but okay, do you speak that language? One of my favorites, I may have even mentioned this before, one of my favorites is a streamer I watch likes to tell the story of when it was like a Japanese performance troupe came up to their home city in Canada, and they were doing the Soranbushi dance, the like fisherman's dance, and
6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached.
That's not good.
Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
No, I don't know what's going on with Dylan. Sorry, Faden. Jesse. Cool horror shots that never happened before whenever we click the thing. Click the light switch. But yeah, so... the fuck? Someone was having a bad time. But so, like, a Japanese touring troupe was up in Canada doing Soranbushi dance, and they were, like, handing out or selling old traditional... Someone's having a really bad time. They were, like, handing out or selling old traditional fisherman's clothing, and some liberals got really mad at the people who were buying them, being like, you shouldn't do that. That's cultural appropriation. You can't be like, you shouldn't try and imitate these other people because you're erasing their culture or whatever. And the Japanese touring troupe was like, hey, shut the fuck up. We want to share our culture. That's why we're here doing this. What are you talking about? Okay, sure. It just rotates normally like that. It's mounted in a way that lets it just rotate. There you are. So yeah, like, languages and cultures are always evolving, but trying to forcibly apply yours to another doesn't always work out so well. Imagine the signs saying, don't eat the mold. Please don't eat the mold. Why are you still eating the mold? Stop, for the love of God. What is wrong with you? We told you stop eating the mold. Quitting the job is more of an option to get out than eating the mold. It's true. You can just leave. I mean, they might not actually be able to leave. But maybe we can just brainwash you.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other.
And let you leave.
About him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me.
You can use like an altered object. Or
even harder.
Or an altered item or an object of power. Hello! Hi, guys. Langston. I was about to say, you don't have an HRA, but you do have an HRA.
Is there something I can help you with?
And a hell of a comb over.
Jesse, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but...
He didn't know that I was the new director, but he knew to call them the Hiss, which is a name I gave them.
Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
I don't have time for this.
Power and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden? Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy.
Tell me about the TV.
But no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here.
I like this guy.
And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks,
all right.
Langston.
Call me Jesse, or anything other than director. Cultural appropriation never ends up in anything good. I mean, look at how the Europeans got here. Yeah.
Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
It's really funny, even though... Like, what that makes me think of immediately is, even though Raimundo is, you know, like a corpo VTuber, and probably limited on what she can speak about, she constantly rails against the British, and, like, not in the way that most people do, like, oh, haha, British, how are they even real? Or they're not real. Or British food bad, which it is. But, like, fucking everything is the fault of the British Empire, which is true! Even the, like, current modern day... Oh, you appeared above. Even, like, the Israel-Palestine issue, if you go back far enough, like, man, fuck the British Empire. Oh, damn. That's a lot of you. And so, like, yeah, that's the initial cultural appropriation, right? One of my favorite things from the Black Panther movie is Killmonger in the British National Museum. He makes a really good point when he's like, I'm not stealing anything in here. It's already stolen. None of this shit comes from Britain. Yes, look at me. I drink tea. Haha. I'm going to halfway cook an egg and put some lukewarm beans on top of literally anything and call it cooking. Or, of course, the classic. Why did the British scour the world and, like, brutalize entire nations for spices when they don't even fucking use them? They just refuse. Like, maybe salt and pepper. Well, I guess we're going to floor 4.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director.
Oh, yeah.
Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him?
Let us come in for British. This is a highly defensible position made out of bottles of water. What was that? Oh, hi. Someone wants to play. Man, that just makes me think back again to the Golden Joystick Awards recently being absolutely hilarious. Hello? Because, like, the Gold Joystick Awards were held over in Britain, and, like, 3 or 4 times the host and presenters had to be like, hey, fucking shh when people are up here talking. Please don't be noisy. Or, like, tables getting up to leave in the middle of it. Just British crowds, man. What's up with that? Same thing happened with the Final Fantasy presentation earlier.
Oh, thank God. Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shift replacement never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn. I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
We'll, wait, that's an actual mission? What do I have to do? Assist the agent in the Panopticon cell after Dylan has been found. Okay. I feel like I just need to, like, issue a replacement to come out here ASAP. I love that they have fun with the weirdness of this place, though. Like, this is our maximum security lockdown of objects of power and people, and you see, like, a mailbox, a sledgehammer. Can't dodge it if it's big enough. You okay? You, of course, don't have anything to say because you could have died. Ugh. These hands come forklift certified. Yo, thanks for the help. That rocket worked. Speaking of appropriation, you're going to appropriate the land of dreams. As always, thanks for hanging out, J-Hank. I appreciate it. I will see you next time and definitely get some rest, mate. It's Saturday, but don't let me keep you up too late. My sleep schedule is non-existent. That doesn't mean yours has to be. Oh, yeah, fucking British, man. I've got a couple of British friends and a British aunt. And, like, they're all great, but...
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
How is Britain even real? Cool. Cooler. I mean, that looks like his distortion, but not red. Whoa! There goes gravity! Alright, I think we are thoroughly inside the TV's sway. Which direction is up? One of my favorite questions. Okay, sure. We're going that way. Chase the Binikoff TV. I don't know if Binikoff was like an actual brand name. Cool. Very cool. I don't know if Binikoff is like an actual brand name or a style or maybe like where it's from. Is this where I just was? Wow, this thing turned the entire area inside out and twisted. Nice. It definitely looks like an old 1960s TV. It's so bright. Oh god, it's so bright. You know, game, you really give it away that, oh, I can't hurt them yet. You really give away that there's a fight when, like, the bodies floating in the air are already covered in hiss resonance. Salvador. Were you the team that they said was just sent in here recently? Damn, missed. Oh my god. Bullets do nothing against these shields. Fine against actual health, though. I don't know where that rocket sound's coming from. God, the fucking velocity with which you hit these people. There we go. Let me capture him. Let me capture him. You're mine. Let's go hit Salvador.
That thing was Salvador, the head of
Oh,
security.
oh, I did smash him already.
Stand a chance against the hiss. No one here does.
Yeah, they're kind of well and truly fucked. They don't have HRAs on, though. Wow, glad we got a close-up of that. Alright, TV.
The TV.
It's time to calm the fuck down and give me control. Use the TV babysitter. Yeah! Now we get to float around. Levitate and superhero all over the place. Ooh, it's astral plane time. Yes! It's so good. You know, I was never really able to get the hang of, like, flying in dreams. But I can float like this whenever I lucid dream pretty easily. It's almost like a slow jump that just kind of keeps going, and sometimes you don't fall. It's definitely not like a superhero fly type of thing. Oh, it's so good, though. It's one of the best double jumps ever. God, it feels so good. Newsflash APB. Oh shit. Hiss is coming for the board.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
Though it seems as though the board is requesting help. Did I not? No, okay, I came from this way. Sort of, I guess. God, what a cool fucking spectacle. Oh, shut up. Whoop! Can't dodge rapid fire. Nothing special up there? No, okay. I also love that you, like, slowly, lightly float to the ground whenever you run out of float. Damn. Nice. I needed that. It's such a good mobility power. Hello, duck. Can I make it over there? This is a big, big maybe. Oh shit, I can almost make it to, like, the next floor. Nothing! Fortified Unit 816. Oh shit. Need to remember to be on the lookout for Fortified Unit 816. I may or may not need to go back there eventually. Big old swan boat. A floating... Oh, never mind. I was like, is that a soccer ball? No, it's a birthday balloon. One of which is never deflating. It's kind of neat. The water cooler. We read about that earlier. A crowbar! One that can probably be swung abnormally fast and has infinite durability. One of the single most potent melee weapons ever discovered.
He's so close.
Yeah, we're getting there, Jesse. You are probably not going to like what we see, though. Well, this place got messed up.
Hello?
Pope?
Can you hear me? Jesse.
Yeah, where are you? Where can I speak to you? I mean.
Are you there, Jesse?
Here we go.
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in.
That seems bad.
He's giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way. We need to get back.
I have to see my brother.
All right. Give me that. God, there's so much clearance that they don't have access to yet. Dylan Faden observation. Breakfast is bought, gets out of bed, uses toilet, returns to bed, asks for television to be turned on, staff do so. Lunch is brought, breakfast is removed, eats lunch, uses toilet, begins talking to self. Recording speech is not possible due to noise from television. Becomes upset, throws lunch tray at glass, sedated. Crew clean the cell, television turned off. Comes to, asks for television to be turned on. Staff refuse. Sleeps. Television privileges were refused due to hostile behavior. I mean, he's been here for under lockdown for 17 years. I'd be a little angry too. You know? This place looks like it got hiss dominated. I don't think this geometry is normal. I don't see any chests. Uh-huh. It just goes up into nothing. Oh, and I can't climb up there. Alright, game. Fair enough. Is there anything in here? It doesn't, like, feel bad in here. It's hard to tell if those lights were always red or if the hiss did that. You know? I sure would love a control point right around here. That'd be handy. Here's something.
Your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, your sister.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in Ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau.
Casper.
If she wanted to.
Oh.
But she never did.
Casper Darling.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She
well,
always
shit.
wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. I guess she got what she wanted.
Great. So she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
Because they were looking for me.
I don't remember.
What about family and friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of Ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Wait, we're not...
Nah, but he's done with you. He may not be calm and rational, but he's not dumb. He knew they were looking for me. Any control point around here would be nice. Really. Let's see. There's no real... Oh, there's an open thing on 7. Can I get to the 7th floor? Like, if I go here, it's not high enough for there. I'm gonna try and keep going up. Because there's an opening on 7 and 8, which means there might be stuff up there. I mean, maybe if I go back to the elevator, which I think is right over here. Of course, I have to go down and around. I really can't get up there. Nah. Not quite. Nice. Just barely got it. You were being healed. From where? Fucking, I see you. Yeah, that's not gonna fit. I mean, I still hear combat noise. Don't see anyone, though. Here we go. Float! And that's not a crazy amount of upgrades. Ground pound! I like the sound of that. We're gonna do 1 into launch and 1 into levitate. I should probably upgrade shield at some point, but like, levitate so cool, throw so good. And this right here is my big energy boost. God, all of these go like big number second to last. Oh, you're actually also big number. And then these two, the last ones, are like not as buff. This is just flat the whole way through. Charge! I remember liking this one. That's a lot of remote thoughts. Oh, and we did this. Using melee. I haven't upgraded my melee at all. Action to be taken near immediate karate. Enjoy. I can try. Oh, I need to use Pierce just a little bit more. Wait, I just unlocked... Oh, okay. Well. one more Pierce kill. Charge. Big blast radius. Or projectile speed. Let's see. Amazing. Ooh, okay. So you don't need to charge it at all for a single shot. What does projectile speed feel like? That's faster. Okay. I think blast radius. I'm rarely going to be fighting at that range. Let's see. I can now investigate the safe room. Which means we want to go here. Because I finally got levitation, and it kind of rules. Now we've got all of our powers. The only limit is, like, how well we can use all of them. Oh, it ran away. Did that seek a little bit? Just like their... Damn. Just like their missiles do? Just like Bureau missiles do? Yeah, that does damage. You still alive? Shit. Ow! This is what I get for not upgrading my health at all. Is this enough to fully heal? Ooh, probably not. This, though, almost. And then... Yeah. It's so good. Where am I going? Where am I going? There was a... Here. Right? Yeah. Because we couldn't bypass this. Ooh. Nice. The anchor. Gotcha. Don't think it wants us to get it. Whoa. Whoa there. That's a big anomaly.
He's making more clocks?
You're spitting out the clocks. Where are you going to open next? Ooh, that's pretty. Are you going clockwise? Right? I think you are. Because why wouldn't it? Oh. Oh, great. Did you just destroy all the flyers? While probably also damaging me. Hey, I see a bunch of health over here. I can either catch up to it or go over this way. Wait, you just spit it over here? Okay. Is phase 2 counterclockwise? Hey, that worked. Hello. Gotcha. Should I float to? Oh, okay, good. Like, I don't know if I want to try and grab it in the middle of this hiss pit. What do you got? Maybe nothing, but we'll just contain you, right?
There. No wonder the Rangers had such a hard time with it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, people without my powers would have a hard time with that. I mean, rocket launchers and, like, shields and enough body armor could probably take care of it, but, like, that's a pretty big threat. Let's see. I can only get one of you. But we could do this. I need to kill people with melee. I should unlock melee upgrades now-ish. What else can be upgraded? Grip. I do love grip. And shatter. And charge. Let's do grip first. Maxed out. Can I do charge? I like shatter and charge. So I'll upgrade you. Even though I still need pierce for now. Which I completely forgot about. Do you have a better damage while aiming? Nah. Keep that around. Okay, damage. Headshot damage. I wish I had a bigger flat damage. We'll go rate of fire. I mean, this is also 15% more damage. But I'll go rate of fire. I constantly feel like I'm tapping it too fast for it to, like, fire at the rate I'm tapping. Let's see if I can help this guy out. I kind of don't think I can. But maybe. Big maybe. Where's our bro staring at the fridge? You. Can I help you now?
Keep your eyes open.
Hey, what can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you, thank you.
I
don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
He is still around.
Langston. Yeah, I know him. I'll go ask him how to get you out.
Please hurry. My eyes, they can't.
God.
Hey, calm down.
He's having a staring contest with a fridge.
What's your name?
Focus. Right. My name's Philip, and I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
That's fair, man. We're gonna get you a replacement. Hang in there. Langston, if you just forgot about this guy... Can I think the fastest way there is just to float. I don't have... like a... I don't have like a teleport point right next to Langston. Who's shooting at me and from where? I have something for you. Hell yeah. Oh, damn. That actually does, like, really good damage. Like, really good damage. Why did I never use Pierce? I remember only ever using the shotgun. Whoa. Wow! What was that? How am I one-shotting people? I mean, damage while aiming, sure, but... that's, like, gigantic. That's huge damage. All right, Langston. Langston? Wrong side. Okay, gotcha. That's so fucking cool. That's so fucking stylish.
Better not get blamed for this mess in the next performance review.
It's totally not your fault that the hiss came in here. You have a cat to feed. You've got bigger problems than a cat to feed.
Philip up in a cell? He's watching a refrigerator and very
I do kind of like that Langston is here just like, I'm just doing a job, man. Right?
Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty.
You forgot about fridge duty. He's been there for a day.
About him?
There's a lot going on. The hiss, the Benikoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine.
Shut up. Just replace him.
You'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard bureau procedure, ma'am.
Yeah, well, you haven't met me. See, she knows. She knows. Oh, ooh, I like questions.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Sure? That's it?
Much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked.
You would be a Postal Service worker.
That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years.
No offense to Postal Service workers. Y'all are cool.
I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
Yeah, that's odd. Tell me about rituals.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say
flipping the lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
Fair enough.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
Yeah, that's great, actually. Raining knives is pretty cool. Man, I've got Path of Exile on the brain. They just announced new shit. And, like a lot of new shit for the next league coming up in like a week. And one of the things is you have like a normal Rain of Knives skill, but it has an alternate version where it rains great swords, and that sounds pretty cool.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
I think he cared.
Occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know
It does
the
sound
Bureau
like
has a no
Trench.
smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
Well, Trench definitely seems like a director. A dude who probably should be in charge of a place like this.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun.
Yeah, my story's
Gun
cooler.
picked me.
The gun picked up me. Definitely. I do like this guy, and that he's literally like, I'm just doing my job. It's what I do.
I'll see you later, Langston.
Objects of power and all that.
No. Why listen to Langston? Just a Panopticon supervisor.
Yeah. Gimme. Is that a better energy boost? More Pierce. Alright, if I'm ever back in maintenance, use Pierce. Until then, we've got 2 slots on charge. Damage after kills. Projectile speed sounds good, but that's a 62% damage buff. Only 9. I'll take recovery speed, thank you. I could stack launch recovery speed. Or launch energy cost minus. Hell yeah. But I feel like these 3 are pretty good. Salvador's ID should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. Sorry you had to go like that. The Binikoff TV. No unique containment procedures required while bound. A CRT television built by Binikoff and Sans Electronics. Definitely not Sony. Screen is still functional. The object can levitate itself off the ground to a maximum observed altitude of redacted. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to harness this effect to their own use. See report redacted for the results tested with prime candidate redacted. Object is currently bound by redacted. Object was first discovered in a local news story from redacted Kansas. A figure had been seen redacted over buildings, just flying. The Bureau dispatched agents to the town, who discovered that that a man named Redacted had bound himself to the object. Mr. Redacted was detained, see case study this number, and object was brought to the Bureau for study. And now it's mine! Shit kind of rules. Black rock paneling successfully prevents manifestation of the sphere. But not forever, apparently. A Trotman-style anchor made of iron with a wooden stock. Surface is rusted in places. Weighs 3,789 pounds. The item generates a persistent blank sphere, the purpose of which is currently unknown. The sphere is always generated at a precise point in relation to the item. Specifically, redacted horizontal feet and redacted vertical feet from the redacted of the anchor. Why is any of that redacted? In 1983, Redacted, Ranger First Class, was dropped into the sphere wearing a diving suit with dedicated oxygen line at Redacted, AMEST. After 10 minutes and 13 seconds inside the sphere, Redacted's oxygen line was cut at the sphere's border by an unseen force. All agents in the room during Redacted's entry into the sphere experienced vomiting, vertigo, and loss of fingernails within an hour of one another. Ranger Redacted had been declared MIA, presumed dead. Guessing he was never seen again. Alright, Phillips. Damn, it's nice to have, like, no loading fast travel when you're going within the same room.
Hello? Jesse?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Maybe I can pacify the thing.
The bridge is doing something.
Philip?
Fucking...
Philip?
Well, that's not good.
If I look away, it hurts me.
Literally, if you look away, it hurts. Let's pacify this thing. We lost Philip, but maybe now it'll be fine. Oh, really? Former.
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
Right? Hello. Hello. Well, that's freaky. Woo! Loud. That shit still hit me. I was like in the blast radius. Is that a hole in the fucking floor? Ow. Direct hit. Ow. That shit has such a huge radius. I need to dodge backwards. Let's do that again. There's a little bit more to this pacification process with this one. Maybe I can just shoot little orbs with a single bullet, cause them to explode faster and further away from me. Maybe it's my own blast radius that's doing damage. I didn't test that. I wonder if I can hit multiple of them at the same time with Pierce. Let's try. Nope. Nope.
Hello?
Nice to see you again, Philip. I've got bad news.
Jesse? The bridge is doing something.
Philip?
Incident in question occurred on Redacted and was brought to HR department's attention by the internal security personnel who intervened. Employee incident. According to reports supported by security camera footage, Agent Filson entered the staff kitchen with the intention of consuming his private meal, a homemade sandwich cut diagonally and packed in a plastic container, but discovered the refrigerator had redacted his meal, significantly altered it in some way. Agent Filson began to kick the Bureau-owned appliance as he expressed his frustration in a loud and profane manner. His behavior caused multiple staff members present to become alarmed. Security was alerted soon afterwards. Filson complied with security's commands to desist. Agent Filson was reprimanded and suspended for the remainder of the ongoing work week. The review committee recommends 1 Non-mandatory counseling session.
Philip?
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
If I look away, it hurts me.
God, I can't be at full health coming in here. I just take damage upon entering this place. God, Pierce looks so cool, though.
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
I love how the gun alters its form, and it's not just cubes. I think it was my... It was charge that was damaging me, and not the orbs exploding. Well, this fight just got a lot easier. Which way you hitting first, big guy? Ow. That fucking hit. Gotta be careful of this destroyed floor. That also hit. It's almost dead, though. God damn! I guess I could try and shield, but... Woo! Open up. I dare you. Oh, shit. I can't. I don't have the energy to dodge. Come on. Just open up. Bitch! Ooh. Oh, I was still doing damage to him, even though his eyelid was shut.
No black pyramid here.
Right? There's no white space either. Oh, but I'm getting out anyway.
The fridge seems fixed. Did fighting that thing off change something?
Yeah, that was the thing inside the fridge. Should I go tell Langston, or is it just done? Let's go talk to Langston, and then we can do his nodes. We lost Philip, but I...
No. Why listen to Langston?
The dude... Salvador's dead, man.
How'd it go? Where's Philip?
Philip's gone.
He didn't make it.
Happened before I could get him out.
He was eaten.
Poor Philip. He never did like fridge duty.
Sucks for him.
Then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
You don't just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it and wound up in the astral plane. This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description. The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items. If this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that...
Great. We're gonna have more former fights.
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place. The agents all know the risks. But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral.
Neat.
The Hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier.
I can hear you, you know.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here.
I should check back in with Ati. Wow. Japanese paper lantern, traffic light, hand chair, and moving letters. I'm gonna save that for next stream. Which actually, now that I think about it, I might end soon. I'm gonna go speak with Emily to talk about Dylan. So I'm going to do this. And then we'll start off next stream with Langston's Runaways and Dylan. Executive, maintenance, executive. So I should be using charge now. Ooh, both of these are charged. No, wait. This is charge. This is just hiss charged. Great language. Ooh, ooh. Contres. Like actual melee damage would be nice. Max launch damage. Max launch damage. And then melee's 3. Are all the rest of these 3? Energy's 4, but that's like a lot of energy. And these are all 2. Well, these 2 are 2 and then 3. Or ground slam. Ground slam sounds fun. Dang, that's a lot of power upgrade. 50% on those last couple? I mean, then again, so is melee. Yeah, okay. Charge is maxed already? That's amazing. Why is that so easy? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. I need to go to... Where's the hiss? Hiss nodes, communications, and executive. Communications. Let's go here. And we'll do one little round of kind of difficult combat. Hopefully explode some people, and that'll be a nice little end of the stream. And then we'll come back with Langston Oddities and Dylan. Oh god, please don't be frozen. Load. Come on. You can do it. Come on, DirectX 11. Don't crash. There it goes. It's so weird how DX12 had like tons of texture issues, but this loading screen is fine. And then you swap it back to DX11, and now texture issues are like...
That's no normal piece of paper.
Oh, is that a Langston bit? Well, maybe we can do one of them right now then, huh? Oh, that shit zips around. So I do need to know... I should be rocketing people. So it can go here. Damn, that shit works. So, charge rules. Where? Okay, but you will come back here. Here there's one more dude. Yeah. Go there, and then over here. Oh, okay.
I need to find the other pages.
Okay. Sounds like there's one more person somewhere, maybe. Grouping efficiency. I mean, I feel like fire rate on charge is really where it's at. This is a welcome change to destroy generic hiss nodes, though. Not sure where the other papers might be. Oh, here's our hiss nodes. Hello. Woo! Okay, that was maybe enough hiss charged. God, that's good. Almost enough hiss charged to fill out my little sub-quest. Dude, charge is great, except it fucks me up at the same time. Let's try that again. Oh, did I fail that whole sub-objective? Probably. But maybe not the papers. Maybe. I definitely failed the hiss nodes. Shogunai. I think that might be it for today, then. Man, game's so cool. We finally got flying. Look at how cool I am. Have I ever been up there? I don't know if I've been up there before. But there's definitely stuff up there. Yeah! Nice. Is this where the pages are? Ah. I mean, are you always going to be right here? No. Of course not. You go to the same spot twice in a row? Yeah. Gotcha. It's kind of odd that I have to activate it twice, but
should be one more page.
It's fine. Au revoir. The smoking ban for everybody except for Trench. Dear elected official, thanks to the recent smoking ban in my oh, this is just a dead letter. This is not our smoking ban. Thanks to the recent smoking ban in my state, I'm happy to inform you that I will not be voting for you in the next election. As everyone knows, smoking is being banned because the smoke is toxic to the aliens that the government sold our planet to in a secret deal. If humans keep smoking, the aliens won't be able to live on Earth. Our air would be poison to them. If you government traitors can't stop people from smoking, then you won't get your millions of dollars from the aliens. I have a website. People know what's going on. We're going to keep smoking, no matter what. This is a national emergency. Politicians are handing the planet over to alien overlords. We won't let you. We will resist. I will smoke forever. Signed, a proud smoker, rebel patriot. Yeah, man. Totally. It's definitely... that's... You know the real deal. What's actually going on, patriot. Truther. That guy smokes 3 packs a day while listening to all Alex Jones podcasts ever. What did I just pick up? Oh, I didn't read refrigerator procedures. No unique procedure required, except for... no, wait. Yeah, except for staring at it all day long. An Arctic Queen brand electric refrigerator made from the 1960s. No cooling functionality. The door is decorated with crayon illustrations by that kid who died because it crushed the whole building around him. The illustrations cannot be removed from the item. All attempts have failed. The paper cannot be burned or torn. The first item came to the The item first came to the Bureau's attention after it survived the collapse of New York City's Grand Central Hotel, where it served as an appliance in Apartment Redacted, rented by a man named Redacted. It became the subject of a local infamy after surviving the building's collapse undamaged. Mr. Redacted, who was out of the building at the time of the collapse, Redacted PM, retained ownership of the item until 1974, when the Bureau purchased the item through a false identity. New altered effect has been observed. See file AI10.f for details. See file A.10.k for new containment procedures. Stare at it unceasingly all day long. Without, I mean unceasingly. I beat myself to that one. White Kitchen Dead Letter. Dear Gentlemen of the Society of Sciences, it has been some time since I sent my initial letter. I hope it is not the case that you have dismissed my claims outright. In that hope, I am writing you to once more ask for your help in understanding the oddity that has befallen me in my home. I have recently begun renting a new apartment in the city. The space is nothing special, though for a time I found the isolation quite soothing. Recently I've begun experiencing a strange occurrence. When I'm in my kitchen, a tiny little thing with not much but a sink, I sometimes lose myself. My surroundings change. I find myself standing on strange, dark stone. I stare out at a colorless sky as white as undisturbed snow, terrified of moving. Perhaps this is a brain issue? I think not, as it feels terribly real. This has been occurring for some months now, and I have become frightened of entering the kitchen. If it's not too much of an inconvenience, I would dearly appreciate a visit from one of your professionals to see what they make of it. I await your response with little expectation, but with great hope. Yours truly, Lorraine Fitzgerald. Oh man, that voice did not fit a Lorraine. I'm sorry, Lorraine. Alright. Uno Mas letter. Which is, you know, Doko. That's not it. I'll read you anyway, though. Pinstripe World. I'm a plaid suit in a pinstripe world. Ad nauseum, except for this one redacted section. Which is odd. They had fun with that one. They love just redacting absolutely everything. And so, of course, this page that just repeats the same phrase over and over and over and over and over again has one single redacted line. Did it say something different, or is that part of a ritual? Damage boost! Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. That's the good shit right there. Cat clock. My clock is shaped like a cat and its eye moves, and I think it's angry, but I keep apologizing and it won't stop. But I said I'm sorry, but it won't leave me alone. And I don't know what it wants. I can't keep apologizing. Do you see it now, too? It told me everyone is here, and I need to be careful so they don't see me writing this letter. It wants me to stay with it, with my eyes, and on its eyes, and moving very fast. But I can't keep going, and I worry that they will forget about me, so I need to write you about this because I can't keep going on about the cat because of its eyes. It's fuck. Just leave. Just get out. Don't go back. The letter makes enemy sounds. Right here. Almost. Nice. Gotcha. That's the easiest of all of them. There's one for Langston. Our whereabouts. Hey, you have questions, and the prophets have your answer. If you are truly intrigued, watch the time. We've lost about 45 days in the past 4 years. The shortening of days, this is why the Vatican is a sundial and also simultaneously a keyhole. Another thing while I'm here, if you want the secret to everything, compare plasma next to brain cells. The sun and moon are composed of plasma, simply light, not planets. After this is cemented in your psyche, ponder the current whereabouts of where you, I, and humanity reside. Cheers! Well, that had a happy ending. Did case files have letters procedures? Love you, love you, love you, love you. Blackrock paneling suppresses the item's effect. A stack of 4 envelopes, each containing a single page of paper. All 4 letters are illegible due to extreme water damage. The envelopes, curiously, do not show any sign of such damage and are covered in messages of love. The items are able to move short distances at a pace of less than redacted, and always in a redacted direction. This is the first altered item to have multiple separate parts, a fact previously believed to be an impossibility by redacted. A proposal to take the items outside of the oldest house and follow their movement to its final destination is under consideration with the Budget Committee. Item was found in the Dead Letters archive, where the head archivist found it attempting to escape a filing cabinet. She reports having no record of the item in her archive of letters. It just kind of showed up one day. Of course it did. Gimme. Ammo efficiency, yeah. Fine. I'll do it myself. Vivid dreams. To the esteemed members of the American Psychiatric Council, I am writing to you to inquire about the significance of dreams in relation to one's mental health. I am aware that there are many books purporting to contain the true meaning of dreams, but I have reservations about their legitimacy. I understand that this is not usually done, but I would greatly appreciate your thoughts on my condition. Ever since I was young, I have intensely vivid dreams. They only occur sporadically, but in them I witness very strange events. I understand dreams can seem real at the time, but these feel markedly different. They do not occur often, perhaps only 1 or 2 a year. Last night I had one. I saw a small, empty town. It was utterly dark. There was a lake at its center. Shadows of people moved around me, muttering odd things. A bright light woke me up. I was screaming in my sleep. My wife had been shaking me for minutes before I woke. Because of this recent incident, I have decided to seek help. The doctor says I'm physically fine, but I wanted to consult your expertise. Thank you for your valuable time. Yours very sincerely, Richard Boker. I think you were spending too much time in Bright Falls. Night Springs. Either one. It's just raining letters? Whoa. The oldest house has plugged itself into the postal service and just occasionally rains letters on people. That's cool. You're cool, oldest house. I love this setting so much. Just weird SCP shit. The game. Man, I almost fell on this floating dude. Alright, well, that is going to be the stream. Next time, glad we solved the texture issue. Next time, we'll do more Langston stuff. And then go talk to Dylan. I wonder, can I see... Panopticon... Yeah, containment, containment, containment. Different areas. Okay. Nice. Well. That's going to be the stream. Thanks for coming by. J. Hank, Tiberian, Reforged, Gregorius. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go to the bathroom and get a snack. It's a great way to end the stream. This game's cool. I'll be playing more of it next week. There's a bunch of indie games I want to check out. February's got some really big hits. I don't know if we're going to play in between them, though, except for more of this and Baldur's Gate and Alan Wake 2. Oh my god, the schedule's going to be really full again real soon. Great games. This year's been so fucking good for video games. Not great for video game industry layoffs, but great for video games. Anyway, everybody, thanks for dropping by. I greatly appreciate it. On to Mahou, and I will see you next time. Bye.